Hello, everyone. This is the end of an era, ladies and gentlemen. I have had this setup for 2 years now. I've been doing videos in this setup for 2 years. Well, maybe a year and a half, maybe. But it's time for a change. We are swapping the rooms around. And because of that, I will no longer have this setup. This setup is going bye-bye. And I wanted to make a video just, I guess, saying goodbye to the old and embracing the new. Because that's kind of been a theme on my channel, is like saying goodbye to the old times and letting in the new. You know, originally I started out with just a phone and a microphone and freaking Xbox record feature. That was all I had. That was the only thing that I had available to me at the time. And slowly that evolved to a new editing software, a computer that edit things on, an editing software, a computer to edit things on. Just all these things that allowed me to make better and better content. And then, this year I started streaming. Big change. And all these things have led up to kind of this, of like changing the setup, changing, where I record the videos. No, technically I'm not like moving, but it is a move. It is a move of sorts. This setup will not be here as it was. And I have always been very bad with change. I've always been someone who's been very whatever about change. I don't like change. It bothers me when, change happens. But I think part of, living in this world is accepting that change can be good, even if it's rough. And, obviously with the change, there's going to be problems. There's going to be things that are worse than they were before. Things are not going to work out the way they want. They're not, But I do believe that I will have more space. I will have more room to grow and be able to do my videos the way that I want to. I don't have to have a curtain to block out just the room. I'm going to have, a setup to make everything look nice. I'm going to have, space to actually do what I want, because normally behind me it's just junk, and it's just like, obviously not like always junk. Recently it has been junk because I've been, packing. But like usually it's just more like, just the room, and I like keeping that, out of the frame. But now I'm gonna have room to like, actually store stuff behind me, actually have stuff to put there, decorations and stuff to kind of add to the atmosphere of the videos and the streams, and be able to express myself in a little bit more of ways. And again, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be tough. It's going to be very difficult to adjust to. It's going to be very difficult to adjust to such a massive change in the way that I do things. But I think that this can work really well. So I want to thank you all for being here through, this part of the era. This era where I'm, sleeping on a loft bed. Or, sleeping on a loft bed and having my videos done under a loft bed. Like, the end of an era. While I am nervous for the future, I'm also very excited, because I'm growing, I'm evolving, my content is evolving. I am working on getting my computer fixed, which, side rant, I bought the part for the computer, I bought the RAM. But I got it from Corsair, which, nothing against Corsair. I've never bought anything from Corsair. This could just be all tech companies. I have no idea. Specifically Corsair, though. I bought it on the 3rd, which I should have bought it earlier. I know I should have bought it earlier, but I wanted it to arrive by the 6th. It told me that it would arrive by the 6th when I bought it, and then I bought it, and I waited for the shipping email and got nothing. It's the 5th now. I've still not got nothing, no information. And then finally I get some information by actually having to go into the website and like find an area where I could get the order status. And they haven't even shipped it yet. Like, they haven't even shipped it. Nothing. Like, they haven't shipped it. They haven't, like, packaged it. Nothing. Like, it's just in some warehouse. Like, Come on. You're supposed to arrive on the 5th. It's the 5th. Where's my package? Where's my electric car, Bruce? One thing I want to do, actually, before I leave, is I want, for the first time ever, I want to show you all what I see. This is what I have seen every single day. This is everything. This is the setup. I got a little bucket here to hold the computer up high so I can see my face at an even angle. I put the camera up here. I got the old Roku TV for a monitor. And I got my ring light. The so trusty ring light. The one that constantly crashes every time I try to stream. So, but I want to thank you for all being here on this amazing journey. And just know that, even with this new step, I'm going to keep going up. This is just a milestone. There's more to come. And hopefully this coming 2025 year will be full of even more amazing changes and, evolving of the channel. So I will see you guys all then. And I will see you all tomorrow for Thankmas. You better be there. I will come to your house and I will be there tomorrow. See you guys next time. Bye-bye. Hello, everyone. It has been a year since that video was made, and I found it on my computer, funnily enough. I was cleaning out my laptop. I don't use the laptop anymore after I got my PC, and I was going through the laptop, and I found that video, and I was like, either I could just delete the video, or I could figure out a way to do something with it. And then I was like, well, it's getting close to the anniversary of when that video was even made, so I might as well just do something with it. And so that's why I was talking about Thankmas at the end of that video. That was right before Thankmas. And from the future, I can tell you that we raised $100 for charity on Thankmas, which to this day is one of the biggest accomplishments of this YouTube channel. Of my life, really, is raising $100 for Crisis Text Line and Samaritans. And so I wanted to kind of give you an update through the year. This year, this was my first year of college, and it has been a very hectic, very crazy year. And, going to college for anyone is a very stressful time. I'm very bad with time management, and so that's why I haven't been able to do much videos and streams this year. I've had a harder time this year. But, it's been a good year. It's been a very good year. I did two plays. I am currently at the end of my third semester of college, which means next year I will be a junior in college. And look at how much this setup has changed. I went from being under a loft bed to actually look at how much the setup has evolved. I've created my characters. We got Jerry over here who's wearing 2 hats. I've done a lot. I've done a lot of work this year, and I know I've not posted as much as I should be posting. I know I've not done, but also I need to get into the mentality of I have done enough. I have done what I needed to do. It's just difficult. It's difficult when you are a college student, when you are busy with life, you're busy with, real life stuff, and so it's harder to make videos. And it's also especially hard when you're someone like me who can't focus on anything. That's a big one, is that I can't focus on anything, and I get distracted. I have spent hours editing a video that would have taken 15 minutes otherwise. It's just and like I said, it's been a good year. We've made we went very far this year. I think that because I talked about like evolutions in that video, right? I talked about like evolutions and how you get on a journey and you start that change, right? And I knew going into that video that I was coming up on college. College started like a month after that video was made, right after Thankmas, right? So a month after Thankmas. I knew that was coming. I knew I was changing setups. I knew that I was going to be changing my video making process because I knew that eventually I'd be getting a computer. Did I think it would be now? No, I did not think I'd be getting a computer this year. But things happened. I was able to actually save up money and get a PC this year. And that has completely changed everything. I mean, I literally had to redo all of my processes and all of my stuff completely from scratch because I was so used to doing things in a very backwards way because I didn't have the equipment to do everything, and now I have the ability to do things the way they're meant to be done, which can be even harder because you got to unlearn the ways you've learned to do things, even though they were harder to do. And now I have a system. Now I have a new way of doing it that I have to get used to. But like I have DaVinci Resolve now, where editing is 10 times faster and 10 times easier to do. And yes, it's much more of a learning curve, but when you finally learn it, it's a lot easier because you don't have to deal with lag. You don't have to deal with loading problems and rendering issues. I mean, with the laptop, like, let me give you like a bit of a premise. The last video that I uploaded was Dispatch. I made a video of Dispatch. Now, in that video, there is a lot of censoring that I had to motion. I had to render the motion to where it would follow the character so I could censor everything that needed to be censored. And so that had to be rendered in, plus the additional video, which is about an hour long, right? So the in total was about an hour of video, plus the rendering for that, because it has to render that separately. And so, well, not separately, but like, you know what I mean? Like, it has to render that on top of the normal rendering. And so it had that and that. And so on the old laptop, the laptop which I did everything on, and Power Director, that job probably wouldn't have worked. Like, I don't think I could have done it. If it had, it would have taken probably 6 or 7 hours. 6 or 7 hours here or there. Maybe less. Probably around that ballpark there. That video took 19 minutes to render. Probably less. I think it was closer to 10 minutes. It was like 10, in between 10 to 19 minutes. 10 to 19 minutes. Somewhere in that section right there. It took less time than it does to eat a meal. Like you don't understand how insane that is. And to like everyone else, you say, oh, well, it took 20 minutes. They're like, yeah, that's what it's supposed to do. But for someone who was so used to having to leave the laptop on overnight so that I could get videos rendered and then have to deal with constant crashes and constant errors, for it to just work as intended, just first try, works. That's shocking. And so that evolution, that change, even though it is an extremely positive change, is still a change. It's still something that I had to get used to. And so this year, this entire 2025 has been a year of change. It has been a year of me having to change the way that I think about things and the way that I do things. And because of that, I've had to grow a lot as a person and as a content creator to be able to accomplish those changes. And because of that, like, it's just been a very hectic year. It's been a very tiring year. But also, it's been a very, very good year. Because I've also done a lot of really cool things that I never thought I'd be able to do. Like, get a computer. Like, I never thought I'd be able to actually say, like, I have a PC now. And I do have a PC. So, that's really cool. Like I said, I did 2 plays. I did a 2-person show. A 2-person show. I was half the show. Like, I didn't think that was possible. And I somehow did it. And so, this year has been a crazy year. It's been a really good year, but it has been a very busy year. And all of this comes right toward my, I believe, 5-year anniversary. Yeah, 5-year anniversary. Plus a year anniversary of this setup. All you see around you is only been here for a year. Um, and so I've been doing YouTube for 5 years. I've been doing YouTube in this format for a year. Um, oh, before I forget, I wanted to also do a bit of a tour, sort of. Not really. Can I even move this camera? Oh, I literally can. So this is the monitor. This is my desk. This is how it looks. This monitor is an AOC monitor. It is so good. I love this monitor. Absolutely adore this monitor. I still have the Roku TV because of course I do. I still have the Roku TV. That part didn't change. I wanted to let y'all get a better look of the stuff up here because I've worked really hard on this. This has been an accumulation of junk that I have collected over essentially my entire life. I'm constantly adding stuff to this, which is kind of like a physical metaphor of my life because I'm always adding things. I'm always changing. Like I said, I'm always evolving, and so this thing is always evolving. This thing is constantly changing. I mean, this right here is brand new. Well, not brand new. It was in May. Down here, there's my Star Wars section. I literally bought this at Cracker Barrel like less than a week ago. Actually, not even a week ago. Like literally 3 days ago. Um, Marvel. I got my graduation picture and a Nuka Cola Quantum bottle. I just got some more stuff in here. And we got Jerry. And I just got more stuff. I just got all kinds of stuff. This is some stuff I bought from Bricks O'Brien, like maybe a year ago. Will I ever be able to get my camera back into position to where it's not tangled around everything? We really never will know. Um, it won't. It looks like it wants to fall. Um, the only thing that I don't like about the room, and it's my own fault really. The only thing I don't like about this setup is I have a rug under this chair, and it's set down, and I set it down, and then I put the desk on top of it. This desk has so much on it; it is incredibly heavy, and this rug will not stay still, and it's crooked. And so where it's crooked, it's like you know how rugs do, like they lip up, they it did that, and it drives me crazy because my chair. I mean, you can probably see me do it in videos. Like I just cannot get out of my chair because it keeps getting caught on the lip of the rug, and so I fix the rug, and then it's back up. But anyway, but not a full room tour, of course, but a setup tour. I gave you a tour of the chosen space that I wished to give you a tour in. So hope you enjoyed that. Really, we gotta ask ourselves what's next because I'm always evolving. I'm always changing. And will this next year be a year of peace where nothing changes? Probably not. Like I said, things are constantly changing. Am I excited for the change? Yes and no. But I don't think we can be prepared for change. I don't think that we can know when change is going to happen. Because if you knew when change was going to happen, it wouldn't necessarily be change. It would be a normally scheduled event. And so, to cap off this video, I just want to say thank you all for supporting me through all these changes. I want to thank you all for watching me through all these changes and watching me evolve because this has been very changing year. And so I thank you all for being here through the changes and through the evolution of the channel. And if you've been here from the beginning, I thank you very much. I don't know how you could stand the original the stuff I used to do. I don't know how you didn't leave then, but if you've been here since then, I thank you. And I will see you all next time. Bye bye.